just sit here and pretend like we don't exist? Well, that's obviously apparent, because you're maneuvering around us like we're not allowed to speak.
I'm recording. Said you guys got this shit last night.
Yeah, and you don't have the minutes, and you say, oh, hold on 1 sec. Adjourn. We're not allowed to talk to our children.
Correct. We have a say.
You can check out the policies online.
Yeah, see, the policies,
I
though,
want to talk to you.
the policies, though, are we have to submit in writing 5 days before the meeting. But you pulled that last meeting out of your ass 2 days before, so how are we supposed to submit our questions in writing 5 days before if you scheduled the meeting 2 days before?
We have other meetings coming up, you guys can certainly submit your.
See, you think that this conversation's over because Desi made a decision. We're no longer under a state of emergency. Desi doesn't have the right to make those decisions.
Yeah, whose legal authority are you acting under?
You don't have
So
any.
You can just make them
You
do
keep
whatever it is
scowling
you want
like
to
you
go.
think you're better than we are.
Oh no, I just live in reality. I don't really know where you guys live.
Where do I live? I'm right in front of you. I'm
No.
in your reality.
How do your children feel about being masked?
Exactly.
I feel fine about it. I'm proud to mask.
I know that you are, and that is your opinion.
You guys can make the same decision. You don't have to send your children to our school.
But that's how it is, right?
Yeah.
So
So-
if we want to keep our children safe, don't send them to school. That's how it is?
That's
well,
your
just so you know, I hold you personally responsible, and the rest of us do, so consider you guys served. How about that? You're served, and you're served. You can hide behind all the rules. You keep looking at me all you want. You don't make the law. You're not the law. Desi's not the law. There's a constitution, okay? And you're violating it.
Sure.
Do you need to give this to me or to another school?
No, that's for you.
Okay, whose first will need one?
Your body language speaks
It
volumes.
does, indeed.
Very
You'll say you wanna
sarcastic.
fight somebody.
Yeah, I do because I live in a world where this exists.
So do we.
Prove it. Tell us how this works.
Parks with no masks on, out at restaurants with no masks on. Everywhere, the children are without masks. Everywhere. Everywhere but in school. What about the ice cream social? Yeah, there's no mask there. Ice cream together in your social, like, I just don't understand how it's one rule one way and then one. So the kids don't have to wear masks at home or when they go out to stores or anything else, but then when they go to school they have to. It just doesn't make sense. How come COVID's at school and not anywhere else? Correct. What? Go ahead and explain to me all your facts that you have on child-to-child transmission in Millbury schools.
Exactly. You don't have any. There are no statistics.
Or what do you guys have about from mass experts?
No, you're, at the last
Explain that
meeting
they
you
work
talked
really
about
well for
adults.
our
You didn't
five-year-olds.
talk about children. You didn't have statistics on children. She specifically asked about children and the Delta virus, and the nurse did not have statistics on children. If you had the minutes, maybe you could go back and review it. Right, Julia?
So can I interject for 1 minute, please? Sure. So here's the thing. We understand the frustration. Okay? You have to understand us as a school committee. Okay? When policies are set, it's for every single child in the school buildings. Okay? I'm not speaking about an ice cream social at Elmwood or Shaw or when the children come into school buildings, they are wearing masks.
Except for lunch
And that
or
is-
recess or.
And that is when children go into Millbury Public Schools, as they go into Grafton Public Schools, Worcester Public Schools, any school setting, they are wearing masks. They are required to do so because Desi feels as though you have, as a school community, you have to care for every single child that may have immune compromise.
Well, they
might have.
Correct. They should have the choice to wear masks.
But you have to understand that's not what it is. It is for the fact that you have to take care of all children that are in front of you.
Desi doesn't have the authority to mandate that. We're no longer under a state of emergency. They're overstepping their authority, and so are you. You're just following suit because it's easier for you. You don't want to be held accountable if somebody gets sick in your school system. Well, we're parents, And we're responsible for our children. It's not up to you to determine how we raise our children. You don't need to worry about my child. I'm worrying about my child. I don't need you. I'm an adult, okay? We don't need you concerning yourselves with the safety of our children. That's why we're the parents, and you're not. Worry about your own kids.
So if your children get sick, that's gonna be okay.
Exactly.
When your children.
Exactly.
If they
Yes.
get head lice.
Yes.
You're not worried about where it came from.
Okay, do you mask the flu kids? The
Or
kids
the
that have the
headlights
flu.
kids? Yeah, we communicate with each other for that reason. Like,
You're trying to,
The flu is more deadly to children than COVID. That is a fact. Do you make them wear masks during the flu season? No. Why? Tell me why. Statistically proven more children die of the flu every year. How about the kids that have died from suicide? Let's talk about the suicide rate because you're doing this to our children.
children are back in school, they're not isolated.
If that's what you want to call what this is. If that's what you want to call what this, children are back in school. I have a kindergartner that was supposed to start school today. How are you going to teach her how to read if she can't enunciate, if you can't see her mouth, if the teacher can't show her how to sound out puh? How's my daughter that's autistic supposed to understand social cues if she can't see your face? But it's okay because she's back in school, right? You don't know the long-term developmental issues that you're causing for these children. The older kids get it. The elementary age students don't get it. They can't get it because it doesn't make sense. This is a crucial part in their development that you're taking from them by covering their face and then frightening them. Because it's all a show, right? It's all an act. Because the Millbury Sentinel Chronicle posted a picture of all the teachers and the faculty welcoming the kids back. Nobody's wearing a goddamn mask in that picture. But they're in the school, and masks are required in a school, right? But it's okay, because the kids will wear them today for school.
I can't speak about it now.
We were wearing masks all day. The photographer asked us to take it off.
Prove it.
Oh, if you think I'm lying, then
I do, because not a single person in that picture had a mask in their hand, and there wasn't a single mask on a desk. Two people in that picture had their masks, one in their hand and one on their chin, because they took them off for the photo. Nobody else had a picture.
It's safe when you're taking pictures. It's
That's
okay.
true. You can't catch COVID if you're taking a picture, right?
Good point. You're absolutely right.
We just want some common sense. Things that make sense, not
be hard.
today this, tomorrow that, this hour this, 20 minutes later something else.
I don't want to wear this mask.
Then take it off.
I have yards and yards of fabric in my home. How are you gauging what's effective? A piece of paper, a t-shirt, cotton,
filter.
what? There's no rhyme or reason to any of these rules. And that's why we are upset.
You guys are just ignoring us.
No, there isn't. Show me the science, Julia. You think you know it all, right?
I know more than you.
You know, you absolutely
You think
not.
so?
I do, and I'm sorry that you guys feel this way, and I'm sorry that it's come to this, and that it's so divisive. But we
You're not
are
right
just
because you don't
trying
agree with her.
Well, that's
You
what
don't
it
agree with her,
is.
so
She's
you
so
are
much
not
more
right.
intelligent than I am.
Right. She's the smartest person in the room, like our president.
Science,
Show me the scientific evidence.
that masks work.
That was not
Guys,
scientific
okay,
evidence.
okay.
It wasn't even based on children.
Everybody, all we're gonna do is keep arguing back and forth. Nobody's gonna agree with anybody. Your side's gonna be on this side, your side's gonna be on that side. If you don't think that DESE has the authority to do what they're doing, then we need to take it, the Millbury School Committee is not gonna be able to fix that. You're gonna have to
This
take
is
it
a
up.
choice that they're making.
I understand that, and it's a choice that they're going to make. So do whatever you have to do. You're serving them with paperwork. You're creating Facebook pages. Do whatever you have to do. Get your movement, and do it. Do it. Nobody's stopping you from doing it.
Yeah, but they're
But
not
yelling-
allowing us to
yelling back
speak.
You had an opportunity to speak.
I just explained.
No,
to you.
they adjourned the meeting. They want to speak during the meeting.
No, I did. You pulled the last meeting out of your ass 2 days before. So how are we supposed to be able to speak at that meeting if we need to submit the paperwork 5 days in advance? That's exactly true. I have the paper that proves the time and date that you scheduled the meeting, and it was on Monday,
If you violate open meeting law, you should call the Attorney General.
and I already did.
And what'd you say?
She hasn't gotten back to me yet.
So perfect. So when you
Why?
have that
So that you
conversation-
cannot get back to me, Greg? Because I've sent you numerous emails and many phone calls, and you just got back to me yesterday about what I need to do to be able to speak. Isn't that convenient? The day before the meeting?
And when did you send
let
the
me
email,
know?
Ashley? When did you send the email?
To you? Because I sent an email to you
You
yesterday.
sent us all the email at the same exact time.
Yeah, I sent an email to you. Did you respond?
What? No.
No. I sent an email to him yesterday and last week. No response. I have proof.